Question man. The biogas for cooking is a mixture of which of the following? Methane and carbon dioxide. Biogas is primarily composed of methane, CS4, and carbon dioxide, typically in the proportion of 50-70% methane and this is carbon dioxide. It is produced through the process of anaerobic digestion, where microorganisms breaks down organic materials like agricultural waste, manures, and food waste in the absence of oxygen. Methane is the main biogas, is highly combustible gas and serves as the primary source of energy for cooking, heating, and electricity generation. Biogas is a renewable and eco-friendly source of energy that helps in reducing greenhouse gas emission reliance on fossil fuels. The byproduct of biogas production, known as digestate in a nutrient-rich organic fertilizer that can be used in agriculture. Carbon dioxide and oxygen are not components of biogas. Biogas is produced and anaerobic and propane hydrocarbon fueled in liquefied petroleum gas, not biogas. LPG is fossil fuel used for cooking and heating, while biogas is an energy source derived from waste. Methane and carbon biogas doesn't continue on blood vessels. In human that contains valves to prevent overload and ensure and access toward the heart are called veins. Veins are blood vessels responsible for carrying the oxygen blood from various parts of the body back to the heart, except for the pulmonary vein, which carries oxygenated blood. Unlike arteries, veins have halves that prevent the backflow of blood and ensure unidirectional circulation toward the heart. Veins are thinner and less elastic compared to arteries as they experience lower blood pressure. Some examples of veins include the jugular veins, vena cava, and femoral veins, which play a crucial role in systematic circulation. Veins rely on the contraction of skeletal muscles to help push back blood back to the heart, overcoming gravity, especially in the lower limbs. Arterioles are small branches. They play vital role in pressure through vasoconstriction and vasodilation. Unlike veins, arterioles do not have valves, as they carry blood away from the heart under high pressure. These are linked with small muscles that control the diameter. Venules blood from capillaries and transfer to larger veins. Venous system are differ from veins in size and structure. Veins do not have valves like veins, as they are located close to the capillary beds. These veins indexing nutrients and product within blood and tissues. Pulmonary artery. The pulmonary artery is a unique artery that carries the oxygen from the right vehicle of the heart to the lungs of oxygenation. It is a part of pulmonary circulation which is systematic circulations. Unlike veins, arteries generally do not have valves. As blood flows under high pressure from the heart, the pulmonary artery is divided into left and right branches, each serving one lung. Valves in circulation. The presence of valves is a distinctive feature of veins, ensuring the proper return of blood to the heart. Valves are especially prominent in the veins of the lower limbs who counteract gravity. Other blood vessels like arteries, arterioles, and capillaries lack valves due to their different structure and functional roles. A deficiency of which nutrients can lead to stunted growth and yellowing of leaves. Nitrogen. Role of nitrogen in plants. Nitrogen is a vital micronutrient for plants and plays a significant role in the growth of development. It is a key element in amino acid, protein, and nucleic acids, which for cell division and growth. A deficiency of nitrogen in plant can lead to stunted growth, since nitrogen is essential for cell division and elongation restricts growth. Yellowing of leaves without sufficient nitrogen chlorophyll production decreases, causing leaves to turn yellow, a condition known as chlorosis. Calcium deficiency affects cellular structure but does not cause yellowing of leaves. Phosphorus deficiency leads to dark green or purple leaves, not yellowing. Potassium deficiency causes browning of leaf edges, not stunted growth or yellowing. Bile juice secreted by liver. Bile juice is secreted by liver, which is largest gland in the human body. The liver produces bile juice, which is stored in gallbladder and then released into small intestine. Bile juice plays a crucial role in the digestion and absorption of dietary fats by emulsifying fat molecules into smaller droplets. The main components of the bile include bile salts, bile pigments such as bilirubin, cholesterol, and water. The liver secretes about 1,000 ml of bile every day to aid in the digestive process. Lungs are the part of the respiratory system and responsible for gas exchange, oxygen, carbon dioxide expulsion. They are not the primary function of the lung is to exchange blood and remove carbon dioxide from the body. Pancreas is both a sugar and endocrine gland plays a key role in digestion and blood sugar regulation. It's a great digestive enzyme such as amylase, lipase, protease, and intestinal to aid in the breakdown of carbohydrates, fats, and proteins. It also produces hormones like insulin and glucagon. It regulates blood glucose level. However, the pancreas does not produce bile juice. Small intestine is the primary site of the nutrient absorption in the digestive system. It does not secrete bile juice, but receives bile from gallbladder via the bile duct from emulsification and digestive combust. Small intestine produces its own digestive enzymes such as the maltase, lactase, and sugar. In the nervous system, neurons transmit signals. The parts of the neuron primarily responsible for receiving incoming electricity from the neuron, like dendrite. Dendrite are a branch-like extension of a neuron that receives electrical signal from the neurosensory stimuli. They are covered with synaptic receptors that allow them to communicate and transmit signal from the presynaptic neurons to the postsynaptic neurons. Primary function of the dendrite is to collect and integrate incoming signals, which are then sent to the soma cell body for further processing. Dendrites increase the surface area of the neuron, enabling it to establish connection with multiple neurons and receive input from many sources. They play a critical role in synaptic plasticity, which is essential for learning and memory in the nervous system. Axon terminal. The axon terminal is the end point of the neuron's axon where it communicates with other neurons, cells, or glands. It releases transmission into the synaptic clefts to transmit signal to the neuron from target cell. While it is involved in signal transmission, it does not receive incoming signals like dendrites do. Soma cell body is the central part of the neuron that contains the nucleus and organ. It provides information received from the dendrites in the energy and provides the release. Soma is primarily responsible for maintaining the overall health and function of the neuron. Nucleus is located within the neuron genetic material DNA. Its primary function is to regulate gene expression and control the production of proteins for neuron function and repair, where it plays a vital role in the maintenance of neuron. With reference to process of protein synthesis, consider the following statement. Ribosomes read the nucleotide sequence of RNA to assemble amino acid in protein. During the process, transfer molecule that brings system. Protein synthesis translation. Translation is the process by which the genetic code on messenger RNA is decoded to form polypeptide chain. This process occurs on ribosomes and requires the coordinated reaction of mRNA, tRNA, and ribosomal RNA. Ribosomes release the nucleotide sequence of mRNA in the form of codons and catalyze the sequential addition chain. Transfer nRNA acts as a nitrogen molecule carrying and processing anticodon that pairs with the corresponding codon and mRNA during translation. Each codon on mRNA consists of three nucleotides specifying one amino acid. The ribosome has amino acids, peptide, and exit involved in translation. Peptide bonds between two amino acids are formed by peptide transfer activity of RNA. What is the main difference between prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell? Presence of membrane-bound nucleus and organ like mitochondria. Prokaryotic cells lack a membrane-bound nucleus and organelle. Their genetic material is present in the cytoplasm in a region called nucleoid. The karyotype cell have a well-defined membrane bound nucleus that houses their genetic material. They are also contain membrane bound organs such as mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum, and Golgi apparatus. Presence of these organs in a eukaryotic cells allows them to carry out specialized functions, ensuring high level of cellular organization and complexity. Prokaryotic cells are generally smaller and simpler compared to eukaryotic cells, which are large and more complex. Example of prokaryotic cells include bacteria and archaea, where while eukaryotic cells are found in plants, animals, fungi, and protists. The presence of membrane-bound nucleus is considered fundamental distinction between prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells. Presence of cell wall. Both prokaryotic and eukaryotic plant cells can have cell wall. In prokaryotic cells, the cell wall is made of peptidoglycan, while in plants it is composed of cellulose. Cell wall provides structural support and protection, but it is not the primary distinguishing feature between prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells. In both prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells, it serves as a medium for process and reactions. The cytoplasm houses all cellular components, but it is not the key difference between the two types of cells. Regions of ribosomes. Prokaryotic and eukaryotic. They are responsible for protein synthesis. Prokaryotic ribosomes are smaller. Eukaryotic ribosomes are ATS. Each of the following kingdom has no well-defined boundaries. Protista. Kingdoms in biological classification. Biological classification divides organism into five kingdoms: Monera, Protista, Fungi, Plant, and Animalia. Each kingdom is characterized by specific features as a mode of nutrition, cell structure, and habitat. Among these, the boundaries of the Protista kingdom are not well defined because it contains a diverse group of organisms with varying characteristics. Kingdom of Protista is a high diverse group of organisms that do not fit neatly into the other diagram. It includes universal organisms like the amoebas and algae as well as simple multicellular organisms. These are similar to plants. Photosynthetic algae are the resemble animal protozoa which is with fungi. Due to this diversity and the overlap of characteristics with other kingdoms, the boundary Protista kingdom are not well defined. Which hormone secreted to the pineal gland primarily regulates the sleep-wake cycle, also known as the circadian rhythm in humans. Melatonin. This hormone secreted to the pineal gland primarily regulates the sleep-wake cycle, also known as melatonin. Melatonin is a hormone produced by the pineal gland located in the brain. It primarily regulates the sleep-wake cycle or circadian rhythm by responding to light and darkness. Its secretion increases during the evening, signaling the body to prepare for sleep, and decreases in the morning to promote wakefulness. Melatonin influences various physical phenomena, including mood regulation, immune system metabolism, and activity disruption of melatonin production due to factors like excessive screen time. Sleep pattern can lead to sleep disorder and affect overall health. Insulin is a hormone produced by the pancreas that regulates blood glucose level. It facilitates the uptake of glucose into cells for energy production or storage of glycogen in the liver and muscles. Insulin action is associated with the condition like diabetes mellitus. Estrogen is a group of hormones responsible for development and regulation of the female reproductive and sexual. Right. It is primarily produced by ovaries. Smaller hormones secreted by the adrenal gland and fatty tissues. Testosterone also play a role in bone health, cardiovascular function, and maintenance in elasticity. Growth hormone, also known as somatotropin, growth hormone is produced by the anti-pituitary gland. It stimulates growth, cell reproduction, and regeneration. Human and other animals like same growth hormone can lead to stunted growth biases. Balancing the patient. Each of the following statement relates to primary memory of computer. The damage of